What up, B? Yeah. B, what you think about my green screen, man? Is it bad? How you doing today, by the way?
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League
thank you
brings
for
us
that
to
light.
legendary Lambeau Field in Green Bay.
What's going
We all
on?
know this community lives for its
Got
Packers, and the green
lights
and
out
gold
gaming
came
in
out
the
of the
house.
tunnel a short time ago, and it was loud. We are ready for football. So are they, as the Packers get set to match
Lord, we
up
back in
with
Green
the
Bay.
Dallas Cowboys.
This where I got warm up at?
Mason Crosby of the Packers has it teed
Yeah,
up,
I'm up
and
in the
off
tournament.
we go from Lambeau. Takes this about 5 yards deep.
It's gonna be my
Only
first
able to
tournament.
Get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
First and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
How's your day going?
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
Oh, Lord.
Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22.
I'm going to tell you something. The key to beating Rich is force him to turn the ball over and don't turn it over yourself. I don't know how every game I somehow end up turning the ball over. Once.
Second down, Elliott.
Come on, Jarwin, go get the block,
He'll
man.
get to the 29
I'm good.
Brought down there. 7 yards there and a first down.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside, and so many times
They say you learn something new every day.
But if you're running the football,
I learned another hard lesson today, but it's a lesson I've been learning over and over again. I don't see how I never understood it till today. But don't worry. I definitely understand it now. Trust me.
A first down carry by Elliott.
Rich has some stuff that he does that you don't really notice until after the game.
Because he only picked up 3 yards. But let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3 3-yard gains. That means they're punting the ball likely on 4th down. That's what you're looking for.
That's my guy right there. I can't get into all that lights out. Can't get into all that. Let's just say I'm done learning. It's about time I start teaching.
They'll try to throw down.
That's picked. Yep.
They're looking for Lamb, but it's intercepted.
Chris, how you feeling? You feeling any better?
Off around the 37. And they will
I start off, warm-up game or not, throwing a pick on my first drive is not what I wanted to do.
He's just got to be thinking, I hope that's not a hard.
I just got to clear my head and get into the game. That's the problem. My head is still cluttered. But it's all right. What don't kill us only make us stronger. And only make people suffer more. I ain't said that outside. I ain't said that out loud.
After the interception, a quick change in the situation here. Now Jones. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Only a yard that time. 2nd and goal. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
See what we can do right here. Hopefully we can force a turnover and get the rock back. Nope, he got it. Sean Lee couldn't get off the block. All right, so what y'all thinking about my green screen? Personally, I don't like it, but it's the best I can do at the moment.
He had the option to hand that football off. I think it's safe to say that he made the right decision. That was a heck of a run.
It certainly was, and when you mentioned the option, most people think the quarterback's not going to keep the ball. You know, in the NFL, that's usually not the recipe for being around too long. So when you do keep it,
yeah, I can't figure out how to get it to come in right, and I'm tired of playing with it. So that's just how it came out.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away.
Might end up with John over my house to fix it before the end of the week.
And they'll get him down right at the
Yeah, I know.
25-yard line. So
It's the best I can do
and he opted for the touchback.
at the moment. You go on YouTube for help, and it's not exactly, you know what I mean? They talk like you're supposed to be a professional already.
They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. And not much to speak of.
I'm going to work with it before I go to bed.
To the 26.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
Hey, Mom. Y'all can't see it, but she's on Twitch. Am I getting more and more transparent? Oh, that's because of the lighting of the game. Yeah, see, I was trying to battle that too.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force
Could be
down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to
warm-up game or not, it really doesn't help for your tight end to drop a good-sized pass. I mean, that's a 1st down.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott.
Okay.
He can run for it, and Prescott.
Yes, Dak has the fumble.
Brought down short of the 1st at about the 31-yard
thank you,
line.
Mom.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it free.
So how you feeling today, Mama?
Had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
Now, the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. They're indeed going for it. It's Prescott. Now this is incomplete.
Boy, oh boy.
Interesting call there to go for it.
I like how Schultz can't catch, Bell can't. Why does the camera itself keep on moving? Like I said, I'm all right, Mom.
Yeah, and
I'm all right.
normally we focus on the media,
Bell can't catch, Schultz can't catch, and Dak's 0 for 3 to start the game. This is wonderful.
Because I think the team's going to look at him like, Coach, why would we go for it there? I mean, no confidence in the defense. You don't like the punter? I mean, what's going on here? You owe us some explanations.
I see now today's going to be one of those days where I put everybody on the bench and really don't care.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
Well, I know a defensive coordinator is going to be pretty excited about what he just saw there. Great knockback by their front. And now with the ball where it is, I would expect to see the offense throw the ball on 2nd and 3rd down here.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Williams. And he's going to take it in.
Suddenly I'm so...
Jamal Williams.
I don't know. I'm going to be honest. Today is kind of forced. My mood right now ain't in the game at all. The shit on my mind is really weighing on me, but I'm just going to sit here. So don't expect for me to win today. Let's just put it out there. I'm just here to be here. And I guess play with this green screen while y'all are here with me.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25.
All right, Mama, you go ahead and lay down.
He's dropped at the 23.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense.
Let the first quarter
that didn't
in.
happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. Start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. Letting one
Whoa.
fly deep for Cooper. And he bats
That was
it
supposed to have
away,
been a
and it
bullet. I
falls
don't know what
down
happened with that.
incomplete. The first defensive back taken in this year's draft, Darnell Savage there to knock that one away.
Yeah, Rich, today is more of a today my day, man. I really ain't got nothing else to do. I got some mess up my mind. I'm just here today, man.
On 2nd and 10.
I can't focus right now.
Here's
I really
Prescott.
just want to lose my mind
They'll
and
set
just
up the
go all the
screen
way
to
off,
Elliott.
but I can't.
Elliott a first
Number
down
one
and
reason,
more.
I ain't
And
going
take this
jail.
to the other side of midfield
'Cause I know how it's
before
gonna
going
go.
out of bounds. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
Just gonna sit
These
here with
guys
y'all
have definitely
today.
been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like
Couple
the way that
hours.
they're having panicked
Till I
out
force
there, the way
myself
they're
to sleep.
carrying themselves. They were starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
Prescott on first down.
Ugh, that worked out and it didn't work
Escaping
out
the
all at the
pressure
same time.
right. And now he's going to use his legs. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
Might as well get comfortable.
2nd and 2.
I don't know why I'm leaning forward.
To throw again on 2nd down.
Pick.
Prescott. And that one was nearly picked.
Yes,
Not sure
sir.
he was accounting
Tuck,
for
what's
the
up
free
with you?
safety. That brings up 3rd down.
The name of the game, as always on defense, put pressure on the quarterback. And that's exactly what they've done today. It looks like they've got him a little bit rattled. That would have been the 2nd interception in the first half.
Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he's able to get it to the 33.
Yeah.
Good enough for a first down.
This ain't even a warm-up. This is me being
Able
led
get
to
what
the
they need
slaughter.
to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on 3rd down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. He finds his target. It's Schultz. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target. And he didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius. Understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball. And puts it
Pass
right out there.
interference.
Into heavy
You
trouble.
can't touch the man after 5.
A
He
great
knocked him
read,
off the
picked
route.
off.
And then
The
picked
return
it off.
just out across the 15 to the
Tuck, I'm not even in the
16-yard
mood to
line.
play, man. I'm here just to fill in
Charles
time
not only
gaps
is
for
that an
Facebook.
interception, it's one when
That's
you're
as long as it
knocking
gets.
on the door for a
Twitch
touchdown
doesn't
inside
care.
the red zone.
You're
Facebook
actually
cares.
kicking points no matter what. At worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3.
If he scores right here, I'm gonna let him have it.
This in the second half and say,
I'ma
remember when
concede
they
and
didn't
go.
get points on that drive? This could cost them.
They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. He's got a first down and more past the 30 as he'll get this one up to the 44-yard line. And that one heck of a run right there. Once he got loose, you could tell that he was going to run a long way. That was pretty impressive.
And there's an old chestnut of an expression called getting on your horse. And I hate
Tuck,
to
I'm
use it,
fully
but
rested.
going to right
I'm not
here
even
because
tired.
it
Let's just put it
absolutely
that way.
applies. How
I ain't
about
gonna
the
get to what's
head
going
Stevie
on.
had
All I'm
behind him?
saying
He
is,
was absolutely
I'm not
galloping
tired.
downfield. That was something
after
to see.
today's
He'll get this off to Jamal
mess,
Williams.
I feel like I've never
And
been to
taking
sleep.
it across midfield and
The goal for
inside the
today is to shut
45.
myself down at 7
It's
o'clock.
a gain of 12, and the Packers have the first. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. We remind you that coming up in
I mean,
2
if you
minutes
notice, I
time,
haven't
we'll
even
hand
said
you
the
off to Orlando,
defense.
where
I mean, I'm
Jonathan
just here.
Coachman will have highlights and
For
analysis
real.
of this
I don't
first
even know
half
why I
of
shared the
action.
stream.
Now a first down
Yeah,
carry
guess
by
how to have it.
Jones.
I'm gonna put in
Solid
about
running
2
on the
hours.
carry, but still brought down just
Try
inside
maybe
the
2.5,
40.
and that's it.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smoke.
Wow.
But a lot of the blitzers are coming a little bit high.
That's exactly how I feel right now. Ball coming right at him. He ain't gonna turn around.
And that one going to be off target and incomplete.
Excuse me.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Working from the gun, Rodgers. He'll give
Right
this
there.
one to the Golden Dome.
Goodwin was
Safe
right
down.
there. Didn't even make a play. But it's
And
all
down to the
good.
20 he'll
He might
go
be having the
before
same
heading
day
out
I
of
am.
bounds.
So I
He's
don't
got
even
his
care.
first catch here before
Let him stay on the
halftime, and
field.
it goes for a first down.
Well, things are
Let's watch it
definitely going right
again.
for them here in the first half. Pick a down, any down, even third down, no problem. They get a connection there and pick up a fresh set of downs, continuing to move the ball.
And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
What's up,
And he's
Ace?
brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play.
Thanks for that like,
Packers gonna
man.
use one of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Williams will try again. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense. A little fire, a little
Oh, man,
toughness.
B.
It hasn't been the best first half for them.
I don't
They
even
did do
care
a nice
right now.
job there, forcing a loss on that play.
And he will get this into the
Sean Lee
end
just
zone.
hit Aaron Rodgers, and
Touchdown,
Aaron
Green
Rodgers
Bay.
floated into
A
the end zone. That
6-yard
lets you know
touchdown run. And the
everything you
Packers
need to know.
head on to their lead.
He got it.
Simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down.
I might
Do they
win
blitz
one
a little
today.
bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right
Maybe
now,
one.
they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
And this carries into the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they had a nice little drive going last time.
I already
Threw the
conceded this
interception
game. I
in
just
the
want to see
red
how this
zone.
play works
Costly.
out.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we've got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you've got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah. Will they make up for it?
And a Cowboy first down.
So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. Prescott from the gun. Gonna look deep for Wilson. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds.
Cedric Wilson, incomplete. Brings up 2nd and 10. At the 40.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Prescott now. Now the Packers
52.
give him
You
nowhere
have
to
my
go,
bad
and they
day too,
bring him
brother?
down.
'Cause
Now
I mean,
the timeout
damn.
taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. They'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Now Prescott. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Jair Alexander that time able to knock that one away.
He was covered by Jair Alexander.
And likely time for one final play here in the half, so they will go for it on 4th down. Final play of the half, Prescott. He'll fire this deep for Gallup, and that is going to be incomplete.
All right, he got it.
So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. And how about this right out of the locker room, an onside kick attempt. So it's the Packers set to receive the kick. They've got the lead as well as we are underway in the 3rd quarter. A very
Oh, boy. B, I'm having the hardest time sitting in this chair right now.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the heart of Texas and the very wonderful AT&T Stadium in Arlington. A moment ago, here was the scene with the Cowboys emerging from their tunnel. It was loud. It's still loud. We're ready for football as the Cowboys get set to match up with the Baltimore Ravens. Greg Zerline's got it teed up, and off we go from Arlington.
John, I got off of Amazon.
Takes it from the 21.
I ordered a green screen and a stand for like $35. Let's go ahead and put 52 on the bench now. Let's not even give him a chance. We'll leave 73 in for now. First time he screws up, we'll pull him out too.
Good shape as they get it up past the 30.
At their own 32-yard line.
From the 32 now.
Every play we want to spy Lamar.
The drive will start with an option going left.
I didn't set the defense to play the quarterback keeper. That's my fault.
He's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. Jeez, I mean,
no, 52 does not get a chance.
Jackson, we know that he's got the quickness and the agility, but
he's a
proof of his straight line speed.
Perpetual screw up.
And anyone who gets concerned when they see a quarterback,
you know, he just can't help himself.
You just let him be himself. Let him be him. And I guess what you'd say there is hard to hit what you can't catch.
And according to Next Gen Stats, his top speed.
Matter of fact, he's a professional screw up. Put it that way.
So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10.
Can't give him a chance to do nothing stupid.
And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 12 yards to pick up there. Good for a Raven first.
And that's something you have to get ready for defensively, because in today's NFL, teams will use their wide receivers on jet sweeps, end arounds. They'll move them back in the backfield to make them running backs. Partner, this was much more of a tap pass, but effective nonetheless.
And I think both guys love it. If you're a quarterback, it's an easy completion. If you're a wide receiver, you get the easy reception and also a chance to try to make a play with your feet. A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door, 1st and goal.
I don't have nobody to spy him in this formation.
And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to
I
the
think I'm going to end up changing this entire room around.
A loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, that's the big drawback to this
To
play.
make it better.
Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to the big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
He'll find Dobbins.
You gotta love it when your safety is scared to step up and make a tackle.
About the 1-yard line.
Let's go ahead and get this jackass out of the field. I ain't got. You can tell my patience is very short today. Who's gonna take his spot? Let's give Mr. Parker a chance. Anybody. Yeah, I'm gonna tell you something, B. You go on YouTube and look up how you're supposed to set up a green screen. They make it so complicated. And then they talk like you're supposed to be a professional at it. And I'm like, Where's the rookie section at? Where's the people who doing this for the first time? You know what I mean?
They'll try to run with Dobbins. Boy,
But this is how it came out.
And drop behind the line there. A loss of a yard, and it brings up fourth. They're going on fourth down.
Come on now, man.
This is caught.
You're a safety.
Baltimore.
You're a corner playing safety. You just let big dummy burn you.
And the Ravens have taken the early lead.
What is he looking at?
Many would call that a
man-to-man defense, and he can't cover him.
Fourth and goal. There was no hesitation. Field goal unit never sniffed the field.
It was a message, and the message was, I trust you on offense. Go out and make this happen. Go ahead and pick it up. You know what else he said? I trust my defense as well. If they don't get it, I know you're going to hold them. So it's a message to your entire team that you believe in them.
Tucker with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. So look at this. They got the 7-0 lead in the pocket, and they're going to try an onside kick. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside.
I guess you don't have no honor these days.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
Yeah, I don't get that. I guess some people do it to try to catch you slipping and get a advantage. I call timeout. Yeah, I call timeout so I could prepare myself for it at least, and you know.
So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. He'll set up to throw.
Jesus Christ, he not. Look, y'all, when y'all watch this play, do me a favor, rewind it. I'm not even looking at the damn screen. Amari Cooper's running across the field, gets damn near tackled, and I'm looking for a legal contact flag. That's what just happened. I wish I could show y'all myself, but there's no instant replay in a online game. But I just swear I wish I could show y'all.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Prescott to the left side and complete for Amari Cooper. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. And that one results in 35 yards. The big play has him all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he works his way forward for about 4 up to the midfield stripe.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when
wow, 71. You can't. 71 said he can't give me no more effort than that.
Here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
I don't know, man.
Brings up 3rd and 2.
They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And Elliott
Whew, I think I'm going to get that shit off my phone.
But it looks like he did not make it. After 7-0 on EA Sports. And the move from Mike McCarthy is going to be to keep the offense on the field here on 4th down. They're going for it. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. A gutsy call. Turns out to be a good one, though. 1st down on a pickup of 11.
At the 36-yard line.
Prescott to throw it. Flush to his right. To the right side, he's got Cooper. It's complete. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the
got
pocket,
Jason in the house. That's Jaws Gaming. What's up with you?
It certainly is because you got to get his attention.
What's up with you,
now
player?
Scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes.
Welcome to the channel.
Space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
He was tackled at the
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place.
And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott, 27 yards. And the Cowboys are an extra point away from tying the football game. Well, I tell you what, when
I think next time we're going for 2.
Like that in the open field,
Jaws, it's been one hell of a day.
And they certainly did there.
And first and foremost, this
But I'm here. I'm going to be here for about an hour and a half, 2 hours. Just to, fill in that Facebook gap.
Steam behind him, he's just going to keep right on going.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Yeah, they seem to get an attitude on Facebook if I don't put in a certain amount of time.
Next drive. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed.
Oh, give me that. That's my alert.
It's intercepted. Picked off around the 37. And they will finally get him, but not until
we got Jaws coming through with the 50-piece and a light. I thought I saw that light. My bad, Jaws. Thank you for that 50-piece, Jaws.
That's a normal situation.
Yeah. I lost my level up 2 or 3 times. They don't understand that I got a real job. I get up at 1:30 in the morning.
And if there's any type of a missed throw, or
Jason, I was putting in at least 4.
An interception can result.
But there wasn't enough. It's almost like I got put in at least 6 on a Saturday, at least 5 on a Sunday for them to be like, all right, we see you. Yeah, CX, thank you. Yeah, we on all 3 platforms at the same time. We're on Facebook, Twitch, and YouTube. I'm just mad y'all can't see each other's comments. My mom in the house, my brother in the house. They coming from Twitch, though.
On second down now.
Zeke said he got to eat. Zeke said when he eat, he feels strong like Mike. Mike said, what's up to the people?
Ezekiel Elliott with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Cowboys have taken the lead. CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the second quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the first
quarter. CX. It's not as difficult as y'all might think it is. By the time I get up, get myself together, the goal is for me to be at that truck by 2:30. Do my pre-trip, make sure ain't none of my tires flat. Make sure my I got oil, antifreeze, and all that. Then I shoot up DC. Wait for them to open up the facility. They're supposed to open up at 4. They open up when they get good and ready. Let's just be honest. And that could be 4:45. That could be 4:20. But regardless, gotta wait on them. Then, thanks, Jaws. Then by the time I get back down the road to the shop, grab my crew, and go do what we gotta do for the day. And we don't get off till we finish. All the while my phone is on and I'm getting them, hey, how's it going, calls? Which means you got to go do somebody else's work. Are you going to have room for this? Are you going to have room for that? We have a problem. Thanks for that, Jaws. Yeah, we starting to warm up a little bit. Changing some of my focus to the game is helping. I can't sit on here and look bad. This is recorded.
On second and 11 now. Jackson eluding the pressure right. Now he's
Pick.
Throw it deep to the other side of the field.
I was getting ready to say, J.K. Dobbins is a very nice running back. He ain't Jerry Rice. The great Jerry Rice wouldn't have caught that. I'm sorry. Jerry Rice wouldn't have caught that with Stickum. Hey, did y'all see that Jerry Rice was cheating? He came out and said that, yeah, he was using Stickum. Somebody keep on telling me he the greatest of all time. Please.
Highlights and analysis of this first half. Wide Wide open receiver complete.
Besides that, real football fans who know about route running and combinations more than likely have to realize a wide receiver who runs all the routes, who has a lack in drops for his stats, out of his reach, should be considered the greatest. Although, well, yeah, Jaws. But it was illegal at some point, and Jerry kept on going until he got busted. They just swept that underneath the rug. Y'all may not like this. I got Reggie Wayne as one of the top receivers of all time. Give me that. That's another alert. Reggie Wayne ran the entire route tree. He averaged 3 or 4 drops a season. And you got to remember, some of them balls that Peyton Manning threw, they were coming in hot. So you can't exactly blame him for a couple of those drops. Yeah, Jaws, you're right about that. You are definitely right about that. I had a pair of them. They nice. Yeah, he just kept on going to the well. He saw I was there. He just thought he could float it over top of me.
How this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake
Hang on to the ball.
that can change things in a big way. I say,
you know what? Let's try to score right here.
The Cowboys going to use their
I think it's what's that pig? What they call a wild boar? I think it's got some kind of wild boar skin or something on it, Jaws, for real. I was reading about it.
Scott looks to throw on first. Buying time to his left. Man open, that's complete to Dalton Schultz. The Cowboys signal for their third and final.
Let's see if we can at least get a field goal out of this. We need something towards the sideline.
First half of action. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action.
I'm going to tell you something. I would really like to taste wild boar. I seen them joints on Naked and Afraid, and that meat looks so good.
Flushed out right. It's caught inside
yes,
the 25.
sir.
And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. He got 29 yards.
Let's bring the field goal unit in now. Let's not even take a chance.
Here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. From the right hash, this from an even 40 yards out. Zerline's kick is up and through. So a late turnover leads
Jaws, you in the tournament Saturday, aren't you?
Drive leads to 3 points.
So someone makes a mistake,
Friday or Saturday?
but how about the other side?
The big tournament that Shot by Buddha had
and making sure they put some
with
points on the board.
Ciabatta and Weeks and all them guys.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
Hey, man, I just want to thank y'all for helping me get out this funk. Because everybody that was here in the beginning know I was mentally, like, out there somewhere.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And
Oh,
this
okay,
spot in the
Jaws.
field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play.
Oh,
Do know
okay.
there's some risk takers out there.
Deer
They may
meat,
want to take one
alligator
more
meat.
shot before the clock runs out.
I don't know,
9 yards
man.
on the
I
first
love
down.
some
Keep
deer
it at
meat.
2nd and 1.
I had gator once. I can't put that over top of chicken.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's second.
Tell what you mean leave that wild boar alone. Oh, that's right. You told me don't eat pork no more.
Final play of the half here. It's Jackson. And
I'm
he's
still
gonna
on
go
it.
down.
I'm going to try to get off pork by the end of next
Pressure.
year.
Maybe that was
Oh,
for the
serious.
best.
I got some
That
mess
brings
going
us to
on.
the
It's all right.
end of this first half of play.
I'm going to be all right.
So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game.
Can't nobody fix it but me. That's the only solution to my problem, and I'm going to fix it.
With our EA Sports halftime.
He coming out onside kick. Yes, sir, Jaws. This one just hit me a little bit hard. That's all right. I'm all better. Look, Tut, you want to give me time. I love bacon. I kind of like ham. And I'm an expert at cooking ribs.
Will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well.
You know, I dream about my own ribs. That's how good they are.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Man, let me tell you something. The last time I barbecued ribs, I had bears and deer and everything else coming up out the woods. Talking about, let me get peace.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us.
I appreciate you, Jaws.
Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared.
We got Blue in the house coming in from Twitch.
When we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any
No, see, I wasn't even scared of the bear when he came out of the woods, because he told me, I come in peace. And he put his paws up. Oh, CX, I make my own barbecue sauce. You know, I can't tell you them ingredients. That's classified information. We got Blue coming in with the Twitch follow. Thank you for coming through, Blue. He making big changes to that defense. Either that or he gonna try to grieve me out.
He made defensively. One play has
Oh man.
40 already and another 1st and 10.
Good soul.
They keep on the ground without.
Ooh, man, I saw a touchdown. When I went to snap that, I saw it. That's why I say good soul. I don't know how we didn't achieve that touchdown right there.
Look for that run pass option.
You get the sense the next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter.
You know, it's not that I'm even rushing, but I keep on thinking I can hit me a good-sized chunk of yards right here. The game ain't nowhere near over. It's only 2 possessions.
2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
I'd rather for it to be 3, though. Look, he think it's run. That's what I like.
Now Prescott. Looking deep.
See how that ball went over the top? If I can do that whenever I want, I'm a bad man. Oh, y'all can't see my arms. Put 6 on him. Dak, how do you feel about that touchdown?
Cowboys will extend their lead.
Huh? That's how you feel, Dak?
Set it up nicely for him. I mean, he can flat fly,
cool.
And they hit him downfield.
And it doesn't take much to create that extra bit of space that a guy of his speed needs. If you go play
Hold
action,
up.
all you want
Okay, yeah,
is
we
just
good.
a moment where the guy's covering.
How you doing today, Blue?
And then he's by him. And
I just got one question I gotta ask y'all one good time. How about them Cowboys? I can't say it like Jimmy Johnson yet. I'm working on his voice. I can't do my Jerry Jones unless I've been drinking.
Trust me.
Taking it about the 1. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Jaws, you still in the house? Huh, Blue? How about them Cowboys? He put the stars up there for me. That's what I'm talking about. What y'all want bet he gonna come out and try to run wild like Michael Vick?
They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Every time I come out, my goal is to remind myself to put a spy on him. I ain't playing, y'all. Real talk. When y'all see me putting 54 in the lineup, you best believe him and 94, spies. I want to get him one on East, one on the West. Oh, that should have been picked.
Open man is the tight end, Nick Boyle. And they get him down, but not before
I mean, you say that be like I can't have no credit. Can I get a little bit of credit?
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back.
I mean, I am here. I am holding the controller.
A really nice gain of 25 yards.
Sheesh.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. A short throw caught by Andrews.
Yeah, I saw when he had that wheel wide open. That was my fault. The player I was controlling had the wheel route.
2nd and 3.
Yeah, now he's hitting it.
complete to his running back right side.
Good job,
They
Lewis.
are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the
Yeah, I'm
2.
telling you. These
23
cats out
yards,
here
the
trying to do the
final
Michael
tally.
Vick experience
Well,
with
that certainly has to feel good.
Lamar
It's not
Jackson.
all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result.
And he'll get
See what I
in.
mean?
Touchdown, Baltimore. Lamar Jackson.
That's like the
scoring on a
5th time
2-yard
he's called that
keeper.
play.
And the Ravens get a bit closer. Now, this defense, so many things to worry about in the red zone area, but you'd have to almost think that Lamar Jackson running the football, that might be number 1.
It should be
Well,
number
Tut,
1.
you
And
have
this
a
portion
point
of the field where
in a
things
way,
shrink a
and
little
in a
bit
way you
because
don't.
receivers can't run past anyone because they'll run out of real estate. You should have
A lot of
all
people
eyes on
say that
Lamar
they
Jackson
can't
when
use
the
the
ball is
Ravens and
snapped
pass the
and try and
ball,
keep him back in the pocket.
but yet
I
you
don't
have
think that they
to
were surprised he was running it there.
do
They
things.
just couldn't stop
That
him, and he ends
individual
up in the
has
end
to
zone.
do
And
things
they will not get a chance to return
that
this
they're
one as it's
comfortable
through
with
the
off
end
the
zone
rip.
for a touchback.
You have to be able to use Hollywood Brown.
The Dallas offense here
Hollywood
set to
Brown
begin
is
the
not a
drive.
number
They
one
were able to
receiver.
extend their lead
He's
with
a
an
slot
opening drive
guy
touchdown here in
that
the
you
third
want to
quarter,
throw
but that just got
quick
mashed
stuff
a
to.
moment ago.
Get him
So
in
we
the
know
open
that what they
field
discussed
and
at
let
the
him
half
run
worked.
with all that speed.
Now, what are the counters to that, right? You don't just run the same things over and over. Some do, but many will also show something.
Yeah,
and then come
B,
back with
you
something
right.
else to
I'm
keep
coming
the
out of that
defense
man
off
set.
balance.
If I'm gonna use that
Nice job there by the
formation,
defensive
I'm gonna
front.
use
They just
zone.
engaged and held their ground.
But
how
you know what I'm
about
saying?
the guy
Tut,
who
you
made the
got
play? We often
Willie
talk about
Snead.
where they take
I've
a
never
good
been
first
high
step
on
or
him.
not.
That
Many
one
times
good
you just
year
don't
he
take
had
any
in
step,
New
just get your
Orleans
feet moving,
is what
get
made
your
his
body
career
going.
what it is
And
right
once he
now.
made the read, he was able
And
to
everybody that signs him is
And
waiting
this
for
one
him to
goes
have another
nowhere.
1,000-yard
Losing
season,
yardage back at the 22.
not realizing it's just not
That's
gonna
go
happen.
down as a loss of 5, and it brings up third down.
And then when you go down the list, you got Mark Andrews, one of the best tight ends in the game right now. You have to use him a certain way.
To throw is Prescott.
But first and
Throwing the
foremost,
out route
when I play the
incomplete.
Ravens,
It's Schultz.
I don't
And
care
he
about
takes
none of
his
them
beyond
guys.
the 35 before
I just
going
want to
out
stop
of
Lamar
bounds.
and
A
deal with
big
everything else
play there
after.
as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13.
CB, now Brandon here is talking about Willie Snead is good. He needs him back in New Orleans.
And as they come to the line,
But
they
watch
will not
this.
be able to get off another play
Hey,
as
B, let me
time
ask you
has
one
run out
question.
on this third quarter. You're
When
watching
Willie Snead was in New
NFL on
Orleans,
EA Sports.
who was the number one wide receiver?
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Inquiring minds are waiting on the answer.
This is Elliott. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45.
We're still waiting on B-Tut.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point. Right?
That's
Continue to
my
possess the
point.
football, gain some yardage,
You
but
had
own
Brandon
the
Cooks
defense.
with
And if
Michael
these time
Thomas,
outs, what are they gonna do to
which
stop
meant the
you?
top
You
was
take
already
charge.
off for defenses,
They'll roll him out
which
right.
also meant out of his reach,
And that's
which
gonna be
also meant
incomplete.
the middle of the field was wide open
Take a shot, but
for
it's
him to
3rd
do his
down.
thing.
That was an interesting look
And we
there
all know
because
Drew
as soon as
Brees
he
is
got
one of the
outside
most
the pocket, I
prolific
thought he was gonna take off and
passers
run for yardage.
ever to grace the
What often
NFL.
happens now
I
with
mean,
these
give that
quarterbacks
man
is
his
to move.
props.
Defenses want
And
to try
in
to keep
saying
bodies
that,
in front of 'em,
he
and I
was
think
reading
that
NFL
discouraged him from taking
defenses
off.
like
And
I
he
read a
tried to
Popeyes
pass
menu.
downfield that fell incomplete.
Insert your own
The
jokes.
Cowboys are on third down. They've been okay.
So,
2 for
you see
3
my
thus
point?
far. This will be 3rd and 5. Out of the gun. Here's Prescott.
As much credit as I would love to
Throw
give Willie
inside
Snead,
complete. That's Schultz.
he just caught the football.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 17
The
yards on
most.
the play there, and the Cowboys
You mean to
have a
tell
first
me
down.
you would put
Probably the only thing
Drew
he did wrong there
Brees
was go out of bounds,
above
forcing this 4-4
Elway,
lead.
Marino,
Can't eat the clock.
Hey, you gotta look
Manning,
for the catch, the
Peyton,
extra
not Eli.
yardage, But you gotta know the situation. Stay in bounds, young man.
I mean, phew. Steve Young, as much as I don't like him
Run on
personally,
first down. It's Elliott. 5 yards is the tally on
Brandon,
first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Starting to
you notice how I didn't call you B that time? You have a right to your own opinion. And the most beautiful thing about a discussion is when we can agree to disagree. And I'll leave it at that. Y'all see that? That's what happens when y'all have an adult conversation.
Again, it's Elliott.
Hawaii is back in the house, coming through with the light. What's going on, Miss Torres?
5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front seven reacting to the football.
Thank you for that light.
Blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
Okay, now y'all really gonna get mad. If Tony Romo had a defense in his best seasons, he would have had a Super Bowl. But Tony never had a real defense, so he's out there pressing, and that led to some of his failures. And I'm not going to say nothing else about Tony. You know what?
Than it was about winning the game, and that has to drive a coach crazy.
Another carry tonight.
I've often wondered, right?
He's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game.
How much stock can we really put into Tom Brady's accomplishments? Because he had some very nice defenses behind him. I mean, say what you want about Bill Belichick's personality and all this and all that. He had some great defenses.
On third down, it's Prescott.
You know what I mean?
Shot on the release as this will be incomplete. So 2 third-down conversions.
I'm just saying, if we talk about quarterbacks who had a defense, that's all I was saying.
And this one is right.
Wasn't Greg Williams in New Orleans with all that talent? I mean, let's just be honest. Greg Williams is a terrible individual. As a person, he looks like something that came out of me when I was sick. And that's only because, you know, I'm not trying to say what I really want to say. But as a defensive coordinator, give that man his due. I mean, the man schemes well.
That's fielded on the back line of
right.
The end zone.
I mean, I'm going to be honest. The NFL, you know what? I'm not even going to say the NFL. The referees have screwed New Orleans multiple times here lately. That game against the Rams to go to the Super Bowl, if that wasn't pass interference, illegal contact, and some more all-in-one, I don't know what is. I mean, I have never in my life seen a defender run up on and hit a player waiting on the football with ease like I saw that dude hit, I can't even call his name. I want to say it's Deontay Harris.
But if they don't score now, if they don't get a touchdown, he won't just get teased. They'll be glaring at him. How'd you not score?
And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2.
You know,
2 minutes left to play in this football game.
The NFL.
Sports. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset.
Well, you can say the Rams game. I'll always go back to Dez Carter. Tommy Lee Lewis. All I remember was he wore number 11. I ain't gonna lie to you.
And the Cowboys use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6.
I remember he wore 11.
Now for the PAT.
But I'm telling you, man, it was
pushes the lead up to an even 20.
It was some stuff going on.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline.
How he gonna catch it? And then he caught it right. And then it's like he flexed his muscle. The ball was sitting there, and he went to get up. He did catch that ball.
And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively.
That's just Cowboy hate. Matter of fact, R. Kelly got something to say. Caught that ball, man. Yo, killing me with this. Oh, man. Don't worry, I'm not worrying about him coming to look for me if they let him out. He don't want these hands, especially right now. He'll catch somebody else's ass whooping. Facebook, don't put me in jail behind that. This is how I truly feel at the moment. The letter of the law was complete crap. I'm going to be honest with you. Some people say I sound crazy. Situations like that, there should always be a hierarchy within the NFL. Like, when the playoff games come, NFL should have, all of a sudden you have network problems. Like Michael Irvin, Isaac Bruce, Torrey Holt, Chad Johnson, that's 4. Hold up, who was it? Oh my God, I can't call his name. Chris Carter. Chris Carter, that's 5. They should have those 5 guys in the that building they got in New York, the NFL got, and they should take it to them and have them look at it 3 times, and each one put a vote down. And that dude, what's that dude name right now? Roger Goodell. He look at each one of them vote, put it on TV. The ruling on the field, catch or no catch. Simple as that.
Whatever way, they have to get the ball back.
Now can they stand tall again for a huge fourth quarter stop?
I don't think it sounds crazy.
On third down, Elliott. Elliott a first down and more.
I know that's not how it works, B. But seriously. Okay, that's not how it works, right? But nobody ever heard of the tuck rule until Charles Woodson came on a zip blitz and stole Tom Brady and the ball fell out his hands. B, pull it up on YouTube and send it to me. And show me, edit the video and show me where he lost control of that football. And if I see what you're telling me, I'll send you $3 on Cash App. Because I know what I saw. I was drunk and I rewound that TV about 18 different times. So if it never happened before then, how did we know what it was? 1 + 1 always has to equal 2. That's all I'm going to say. But I love this argument because ain't nobody getting in their feelings and it ain't personal.
One last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?"
See, CX right now is on YouTube talking about how they made the documentaries about it. I bet Charles Woodson wakes up in the middle of the night with bad dreams about that tuck rule.
As they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. And that's going to be incomplete.
I'm still regarding it as a fumble. Tom Brady got hit. Tom Brady lost control of the football in question. Look at his face. Go back and watch the video. When you see his face, he's got that, oh, shiggity face. Facebook, I did not say it. I said shiggity. Y'all keep on wondering why other people say what they want on Facebook and I can't. Obviously, I've spent too much time in Facebook jail. For real. But seriously, man, the NFL has had so many controversies. You know what I mean? It's heartbreaking. There's something that we love so much, or that I love so much, can be shrouded in doubt. Y'all excuse me real quick. I'm going to grab some socks. I'll be right back. Oh, Lord. I forgot about that stand right there. Six is right. The NFL threw away the tuck rule. But I mean, seriously though, we can laugh and joke about it now. But those players lost how much money? Well, the Raiders. You know, when you win a playoff game, you get like 100, 125,000. Yeah, B. I love wearing socks, but I got out the shower. I ain't putting none on. I don't know why. The NFL always got some wild stuff going on. That's what we were talking about earlier, CX. Dez caught the ball. If anything, Dez caught the ball, hit the ground and fumbled. But yet the NFL says the ground cannot cause a fumble. I mean, the NFL got so many different rules that stick and don't stick. I don't know. All right, we 1-1 on the day, everybody. We got Green Bay in the house. Teflon Hendricks is my opponent's name.
Greg Zuerlein's got it teed up, and off we go from Arlington. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Since we're all in here talking football, who's got predictions for Offensive Rookie of the Year and Defensive Rookie of the Year?
They'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones, and he will fight his way forward to about the 23-yard line. Just a
all right,
yard
we got
on the
some
first
defense.
down carry, so
Man,
2nd and 9.
play the ball. That must have been a hard question. Ain't nobody said a word yet.
Throwing is Rodgers.
Give me that. Oh.
And this one incomplete.
I agree with Kyle Pitts on offense.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs
on
tells me that they
defense,
love to take matters in their own hands.
I'm not
They
sure.
want man coverage, not zone, and there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
I want to say Surtain,
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. Gets this to his running
but
back, Aaron Jones. And he is going to have a Packers
I'm not
first
sure.
down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I think Kyle Pitts is going to put up at least 90 catches, and I'm going to give him 11 touchdowns. Not all of them are going to be receiving, though. A couple of them will be rushing.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Working from the gun, Rodgers.
I want to say Michael Parsons because I think he'll end up with at least 12 sacks. He's going to be rushing the quarterback from a defensive end position at times. He's going to be doing a lot. And I believe that's going to allow him to play fast and loose and excel.
Absolutely. This early, the opening drive, as you said, 2 catches. So if they can get him going in the passing game, that should open up his running game too.
B, you forget one thing. Dallas has added a lot of pieces to add a lot of pressure. And he's going to be coming from multiple places. I said 12. And I mean 12.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
Man, Madden just cheated again. I'm trying to do a sub, and they ain't gonna let me sub.
Rodgers now on first down. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
But you forget, who was on the other side of T.J. Watt?
Bring up second down.
So many times we see teams go on the road and want to lean on their running game, but this crew just
They're planning on putting Randy Gregory, who you got to give credit when he stays off of weed, can play great football rushing the passer, on the opposite side of DeMarcus Lawrence. DeMarcus Lawrence gets double-teamed 3 out of every 4 plays. Now you're double-teaming Lawrence. Randy Gregory's still clean. Who's going to stop Parsons? For real. I thought me saying 12 was adequate. I don't think that's a reach.
Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5.
Remember, Mike Nolan is gone. We have a real defensive coordinator.
From the gun, it's Rodgers.
Oh my God, I moved right out the way.
Got his man, Valdez-Scantling. A good-looking drive for the Packers so far. It's a first down.
If he's not good, why is he getting double-teamed? I mean, think about it. Last year, you couldn't name who was on the other side of DeMarcus Lawrence. Hell, the Cowboys haven't been able to put anybody on the other side of DeMarcus Lawrence. Honestly, they signed Everson Griffin, and Mike Nolan's not letting him rush the passer. He used to hold up offensive linemen from screens and do all that other stuff. But he wasn't the defensive coordinator, B. Okay, let me say this right. I've watched the NFL long enough to where I feel like there's a bias. You know, people get all this hype. Oh, such and such is getting looked at, and he's an offensive coordinator, he's a defense. Not everybody's cut out to be a head coach. Certain guys are built just for their positions. For real, man. Like Marvin Lewis. I don't understand how he lasted so long in Cincinnati. What's going on, Eric? Eric Morris in the house. Come on through with the light. Like, Marvin Lewis is not the kind of head coach that can handle everything. Who's the guy that was in Detroit last year? Matt Patricia. Neither is he. Now, there's a couple guys who just don't get a whole chance. Who's the guy that's defensive coordinator for the Bucs right now? He was the head coach of the Jets. I mean, look what they did to him. They got Adam Gase out there as offensive coordinator and some other scrub. And, like, they forced Sam Darnold on him. You know, that's trash. How you going to fire a man? It's like you're out there running a race in NASCAR and they give you a 94 Civic. Stop. They just left the junkyard. You know what I mean? That should have been picked. I threw that ball while getting hit. I should have just ate the sack. Yeah, that's on me for being dumb. I saw that it was open. I just had to throw it while getting hit. Look at that. I got 2 tackles on one side, and whoever the hell number 94 is still gets through. That's what I be talking about. But yeah, man. They fired that guy, and he didn't even have a whole chance.
Left side completion to Jones. And he will get this into the end zone.
Remember, about
Two touchdown passes
9,
now
10
here
years
this
ago.
first quarter
I think his
for
name was
Aaron
Raheem
Rodgers.
Morris.
And the
He was
Packers are
coaching the
able to stretch
Bucks.
that lead out
He
further.
had a chance.
I think it's fair to say there's
Although
nothing
he
to
did
get
have a
around
rookie
to its
quarterback
feet
forced
quite
on
like
him
a big
too.
play, and that
Josh
was something
Freeman
special there.
developed.
Boy, was he moving.
And then I don't know what happened to Josh Freeman.
Now after the
Honest to
touchdown,
goodness.
here's Crosby
He
to
was
kick it
leading
away.
comebacks. If y'all don't know who Josh Freeman is, look him up.
Taking
Look
about
him up
7
from his
yards
rookie
deep.
season up until he got that contract.
And he'll be
No, he got
stopped right around where he
Vincent
could have been had he
Jackson
gone down
as
to
his
the
wide
lead,
receiver.
maybe a yard shy of there at the
And they were
24.
like, now you have a weapon. And after that, I don't know what happened to him. He just fell off the face of the earth. The last I remember from Josh Freeman,
About
the
set for
Giants
this
signed him
next
to be a
drive by the
backup, and they
Cowboys
cut him.
offense. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. And now the throw here is incomplete.
Whew,
and
you
with
gotta
that, we
love it.
come to the end
Hit the
of
man in the
first
hands,
quarter
and he
of play.
drops the ball.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. From the 24, they'll go
This
again
game
on
is going
2nd and 10.
downhill real fast.
Prescott from the gun. He finds his target. It's Schultz. And he makes it all the way down to the 31.
Yeah.
A big
And what
play
gets
here
me
for
is
Dallas.
he was
44
coming
yards
along.
for an offense that has not found
Like
the end
literally.
zone yet. That's
You
a
could
big
see
play.
his progress
There's
from
the
game to
spark
game.
Right there. The big play that they needed. Now they've got to go ahead and finish this drive and put this ball in the end zone.
And this is caught. It's Cooper. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Amari Cooper, 31 yards. And the Cowboys draw a bit closer. So the quarterback drops to throw, looks over, and boom, a guy that wide open, he has to be thinking, wait a minute, this is some kind of a dream. This is too easy.
Yeah, a great dream. One you don't want to wake up from. But for the defense, almost feels like there was a bust in coverage.
Zerline connects on the extra point, and that'll make our score 14-7.
Greg Zerline to kick off for Dallas.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. On the return, Williams. And it's
We
a
tried to
fine
get a hit
return
stick,
here,
just
so
wouldn't
get
work
this up
out.
to the 29.
At their own 29-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this
All right, let's see if we
going.
can
2
force a
drives, 2
turnover and get
touchdowns.
back in this
Can't ask for
game.
a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
And
Wow,
down
Crawford
before he
just
takes it across the 40-yard line. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Throwing on first down is Rodgers. That's complete to the former Aggie, Jay
Sternberger.
Sternberger. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. For as big and strong as some of these guys are, especially when you see them in full pads, it is sometimes hard to appreciate how truly fast they can move. That was incredible. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays.
Well, it certainly doesn't matter if it's been through the air like on this play or on the ground. I don't know what's going on with this defense. In a sense, they've been AWOL on this drive so far. 3 plays, 3 first downs given up. They've got to find answers, and they've got to find them quick.
Now,
Come on,
nice play
Diggs.
defensively on first down as this is knocked away and incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something
Gotta
out of it
pick
by
that
dumping
off,
to his
man.
running back unsuccessfully.
Escaping the pressure right. And it's incomplete. This drive, which was going so smoothly, all of a sudden it's a little bit of a roadblock here with 2 straight incompletions.
Yeah, apparently this defense has had enough. Apparently they're saying, No more. We're making a stand right here, right now. But it is 3rd and 10. They've got to get after him one more time.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Rodgers again now. Flush to his right. This Cowboy defense looked ready for that 3rd down pass. Brings up 4th.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone
Come on here with the fake.
come open downfield, but they never did.
A 29-yard attempt.
And the 13-year man puts it through, and they will move up by 10 now, 17-7.
Just imagine if I hadn't had that turnover early in the game.
Out in the red zone.
Yeah, I know a lot of people look at it as a little bit of a negative. They didn't get 6 points out of it, right? Didn't get the touchdown. But that's actually okay. They got 3 points, able to give their defense a little bit of rest, let them settle down over there. So all in all, to me, that's a good drive.
After the made field goal, now Crosby will do the kickoff duties. Now this will make it into the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They find themselves down 17-7 as they start this drive 1st and 10. And all this is taken in one-handed. What a catch. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Well, we know he has pretty good hands on display there. In fact, he only needed one of them.
Yeah, nowadays, all these receivers work on this, right? They do the one-handed catches off the machine in practice. They do it with their quarterbacks. They do it contested, uncontested. They make it part of their repertoire.
A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coach's 2-minute drill.
Now this one
we'll take it.
Middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 11 yards and a Cowboy 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Prescott to throw it. Got his man there, complete to Gallup. He's got the 1st down here inside the 30. Touchdown, Cowboys! Michael Gallup, 43 yards. And the Cowboys have cut it to within a score.
All the receivers in the league are plenty good enough. Otherwise, they wouldn't make it in the NFL. But the ones that go to the Pro Bowl, they have refined route running ability.
Zerline good with a PAT. And the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And still plenty of time remaining here in the half, more than a minute. And we'll see if they just want to protect that lead or try to add
Oh, my goodness.
With as much time as is left on
He
the
playing
clock,
with fire.
I imagine it would be the latter. I think they're going to try and add on to it. So what they're going to tell the team is very simply, if you can get out of bounds after making a play downfield, terrific. If you can't, everyone hustle to the line of scrimmage, either run another play or clock it and start over again.
Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers.
Oh, my goodness gracious.
But if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
Well, you most certainly don't
They wouldn't let me get on the play I wanted to. And I went running back there with Randy Gregory. If I could have picked that off. He might have quit if I picked that off.
Guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
On third down, Rodgers looking deep for
Whoa.
Rhodes.
How did that happen?
It's complete. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Aaron Rodgers, 3 first-half touchdown passes. And the Packers add 6 to their lead.
No pressure on
Even
Aaron
later
Rodgers,
into
I
his
guess.
career now, there aren't too many guys that can launch it downfield with accuracy better than Aaron Rodgers. And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Makes the score Packers 24, Cowboys 14. Mason Crosby to kick off for Green Bay.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. Now this will make it into the end zone. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
The Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
A 1st and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a 1-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. Forced out to his left.
Who's he throwing it to? I was throwing it to the fucking tight end, man. That ball's going to the tight end. Why is the ball over there, man?
43-yard line. Before we came up to the booth,
God,
last
man.
thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last word.
Sorry about that.
Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we
Wide
saw
open
there.
in the
Didn't
middle
get
of the
enough on
field.
that throw, and it turned into an interception.
That ball is caught.
I'ma show you, man.
Scantling. And finally,
He went like a little bitch. We ain't even dealing with him. I walk away before I, you know. He gonna be a man about it when we playing the game.
It's the NFL on EA Sports as we are in the inner harbor of Baltimore at M&T Bank Stadium. Here's a scene a short time ago. The Ravens introduced to this sellout crowd and through a
I swear to God, I put it on my child. I put it on my. The ball was going to Tony Schultz, not Michael Gallup. I have no clue how Madden had that ball go all the way over there. Hot, man. You talking about frustrating. Bad enough I had a jacked up day. You know, I cooled out, and I'm like, why is the ball over there? And I just knew. Couldn't just be knocked down. Picked off. Let's let Van Der Esch get some run on that spot. I'm ready to take that off my phone. I don't mean no harm.
Option play, and they'll hand to Dobbins. Yeah, this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
And they'll try and run the option to pick it up. And they'll get it up just
I hadn't
short
said
of
the
the
defense.
45 at the 44. Bit of a surprise. They ran it on 3rd and medium. Proved to be the right call. 1st and 10. And this, I mean, it's certainly something to watch out for. He is not afraid to call his own number on plays like that. And here he takes it for good yardage.
And we know this defense prepared all week for this, but sometimes when you see it in person, it's a whole different ball game. And all that preparation, it goes right out the window.
Baltimore first down. 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. He winds up getting only a couple there, down to the 29.
I'm tripping. Van Der Esch got to give up that spot.
Let a cliche fly, partner, and in this case,
No, you don't. Let him sit there. He all right.
Your best ability is often your availability, and this is an extremely durable kid coming out of Ohio State. Carried the ball every time they even thought about running it. Wore down defenses and able to break big runs late in games. J.K. Dobbins going to Baltimore, an absolute perfect fit.
And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Jackson looking to throw on 3rd.
That whole time I was worrying about Andrews. They had Andrews covered by a man so far away from him.
Baltimore touchdown. 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Ravens take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Let's make no bones about it. On paper, they're the better team. They're at home. That's a strong opening drive.
And just think how many times we've seen this type of a matchup. Just what you said, better team at home should steamroll them. And we've seen it go the other way. Sometimes, though, they buy into it and understand we are the better team. Let's go out and prove it right now.
And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
I got to start calling this play a lot more again.
So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. And now the Raven defense going to call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. Eluding the pressure right. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. That's caught inside the 35.
I like that.
A big play here for the Cowboys. 47 yards.
As we've seen over the years, offense coordinators will often ease their way into drives. Many of them don't want to risk a turnover or put their defense in a bad spot, but not in this case.
Not at all. Forget about easing into it. They took a shot. It worked. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Flushed out right. Connects here with a tight end, Blake Jarwin. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 11 yards and a Cowboy 1st down. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to
There's
switch
Brian.
out, but I didn't know if they felt they didn't
That's
have
easy,
time or what
CX.
the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Matt Judon able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time.
It's 3rd down. 3rd and long.
After 7-0 on EA Sports.
Ravens 7, Cowboys 0.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. Dancing to his left. And that is incomplete.
One big.
One of those plays where it's hard to keep two eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting two hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
A 55-yard attempt.
And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. After the made field goal, Zerline back out there now to send this one away. From just inside the 20, a short kick. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30.
At their own 31-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They had the touchdown on the opening drive of the ball game. It was countered by just a field goal.
One damn sack ruined my whole drive.
You're in good shape.
Yeah, it is a
That's
team
all right.
game, so that's just good complimentary.
We should have had
football.
7.
But, you know, I know I'm no brainiac, but you trade 6s for 3s, things are going to work out in your favor.
Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. Off the play fake to Dobbins, here's Jackson.
I'm up here texting a dumbass, and I can't play the game. This is my life, though.
I think it's fair to say there's nothing that gets a crowd to its feet quite like a big play, and that was something special there. Boy, was he moving.
And we do talk a lot about how the tight end position has changed in the NFL. Here's a great example. It used to be that they were linemen who occasionally caught passes. Now they're wide receivers who occasionally block people. And right here, this isn't tight end speed. It's definitely wide receiver speed.
So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. An option handoff here to Dobbins. And this time they were waiting for him.
Yeah,
He'll be knocked
CX.
out before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss.
I ain't gonna never
2nd
say
and
I'm
12.
thankful for somebody else getting hurt,
2nd and 12.
but
Jackson with
it turned out pretty damn good for the Cowboys. It's real strange how all of a sudden they turned to Dak Prescott instead of, I forgot who the guy was that was in Dallas. You know, they just skipped over top of him and went straight to a 4th round draft pick.
J.K. Dobbins with his
So,
second touchdown here in this first half. And the Ravens will extend their
hey,
lead.
would Tony Romo have had a different offense? Let's go back to the Des Bryant catch, no catch. Did you know that initially that was a handoff to DeMarco Murray on that 4th and 1? Tony screwed that up. Dallas was running the ball very well. Tony wanted to change the play. There's a lot of times where Tony was changing plays that he shouldn't have. Did some of them work out good? Yeah. Did some of them work out bad? Yeah. Was some of them very bad? Oh, yeah. So, I mean,
About set for this next
you have to
drive by the
weight
Cowboys
everything.
offense. They trail now 14-3, an 11-point deficit as they start things out
You
with a
really
1st and
do.
10.
Tony Romo is an anomaly.
At the 28-yard line. Just
You know what? Let me go ahead and
gain
end
there.
this.
His second catch, this one not quite as dynamic as his first, and it's 2nd down. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Flush to his right. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down.
Yeah, not much there that time, and I think we were both wondering once he got out of the box whether he just throw the ball away and he winds up only picking up a yard or two.
Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Game clock at 2:01. Time for one final play before the 2-minute warning. On 3rd down, it's Prescott. They're looking for Lamb.
Man, I can't even concentrate. You know what, y'all? I'm sorry. I got some simple ass. I got stuff going on, y'all. I can't text and play the game and all that. I'm gonna tell my opponent good game. I can't focus on the game. I got so much going on. Let me let my opponent know. See, I'm a man about mine. Look, y'all, I appreciate y'all coming through. It's so much shit going on right now. I just can't do it. So whenever I can, I'm just going to stop. Y'all have a good one. I might be on tomorrow. I might not. We'll see what happens. As soon as I take this kick off, I'm done.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the
Well, you know, they were already gone. Wentz and Goff were 1 and 2, weren't they?
And he is out of bounds here on the return.
I can't even stop the game. I'm just going to try to let the clock run out.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And fresh off the pick 6, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
It all comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out of me for some reason.
It's deep in there, right? Yeah. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. They'll run with Elliott. Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on 3rd. Elliott. And they'll indeed stop him on 3rd down.
All right, y'all.